this is the brain model I made. I was able to finish this design of clay. So the frontal lobe right here controls movement, so walking. Then the occipital lobe here controls sight. So you have the one on the left and one on the right. The one on the left processes the right on the sight from the right. The temporal lobe here controls sight memory. So that's, and then the parietal lobe is taste. And then the cerebellum is balance. The brain stem is broken up into the medulla oblongata, it's right here, which controls breathing, and then the pons up here control bladder control and sleep, so things like that. And then the cerebellum is also here, parietal lobe, frontal lobe. The thalamus right here controls your internal temperature. So, and then this right here is also the temporal lobe. So, and then you have the eye. So you've got the cornea, which light goes through first, and then the pupil, the black dot there in the center, and the iris. The iris controls the size of the pupil, so when it dilates. The pupil controls how much light goes in. And then the retina flips the image upside down. So, flips upside down and your brain flips it right side up. And then the optic nerve connects it to the brain. So then the neuron, right here. So the dendrites up here. So a signal will go from the dendrites here, through the axon and the myelin sheaths. The myelin sheaths are to get the signal to move faster. And then it culminates in the axon terminals, which connect the dendrites of the next neuron, so on. So it would go, so a stimuli, whatever you want to call it, would be picked up, but with light going through the pupil, which is controlled by the iris and the cornea. Going through the cornea and then the pupil. And then in your retina getting flipped upside down, going through the optic nerve, going through the dendrites, then the axons, the myelin sheaths, and then the axon terminals, then you would have an interneuron, so which would connect this to the brain. So it would first go to the occipital lobe here, and then it would be processed by the brain, and then you've got the response fast.